And once you have a house destroyed, or at least 10 other houses surrounding it would be destroyed. We ask you today to donate to Gaza. We ask you to give money to Gaza. We are sending money to families through a program called refugeesupport.org. Go see the website, refugeesupport.org. The money goes directly to families. Our organizations on the ground, what they're doing is they are trying to buy everything possible while people move their kids to open space areas. They want food, clothing, covers, everything that you can imagine. So please be generous. We have a group of people with these white buckets, with these clear color buckets. They're walking around. Please do give generously. This money will be sent to Gaza tomorrow via Western Union, and it will arrive there tomorrow. So we will make sure that people have at least some options, some food, some clothing, some jackets, some covers, anything that we can get our hands on. And we promise you to report back to you on all what we did in Gaza in terms of this money and where it went on our page on Facebook. And if you have any questions, you can call also the organizers of this event to discuss it further. Again, please watch for the buckets that are going around and give generously. Our next speaker is Rachel Tuck. Rachel is a long-time activist. She's a member of the Health Sciences Association, and she is today speaking on behalf of the BC Labour Against War. Please welcome Rachel. Thanks.
Hi. I'm here today to help revitalize and re-energize BC Labour Against War and to tell you about organized labour voices throughout the world that are speaking out against this crisis in Gaza. COSATU, the major South African union that led the labour movement in the fight against apartheid, endorses the view that this Israeli air campaign is criminal. COSATU calls for international community to intervene, for Israel to immediately withdraw all occupation forces from Gaza and all Palestinian lands, for Israel to abide by international human rights law and refrain from imposing collective punishment on civilians. COSATU calls for all workers and freedom-loving people to intensify the boycott on Israeli goods, and they call for the South African government to break diplomatic ties with apartheid Israel and institute sanctions against it. In Britain, the National Union of Rail, Maritime and Transport Workers state that the common humanity demands that the world tell the Israeli government that it must stop the bombing and end the inhuman blockade and abandon any plans it has for a land invasion of Gaza. Unison, the biggest public sector union in Britain, over 1.3 million members, is calling for its members to take part in the protests in France. The largest union, the CGT, and in Italy, the major union federation, the CGIL, they are speaking out against what's happening in Gaza, condemning the Israeli state. In the U.S., New York City Labour Against the War speaks out strongly to condemn Israel's ongoing murder and maiming of hundreds of Palestinians in Gaza. Calls for unions to stop investing our pension funds in State of Israel bonds.